let's teach you a really sophisticated sounding chord called a C add9, but it's actually really easy to play and it's a great beginner chord. It's a nice sounding chord to add to your toolbox. The C add9, the best way to show you the relationship between it and the C major, I think, is to play them back to back. Here's a C major. We learnt that before, remember? And the C add9. So it's got a different character again, hasn't it? We won't get into the mechanics of why it's called an add9, right? Let's not burden you. Let's just teach you this lovely chord shape. Now, as I very often say, the guitar is like a shape-oriented instrument. It has very definite shapes, right? So think of this one like when you learnt the G, okay? And you know, if you recall how you played a G, and if you don't know it, we taught it in a prior video, go back, hit it. The G major, right? This is like a squashed version of that, meaning that the fingers that are spread out to make a G, all that come towards each other by one string. So what was on the E string goes to the A string. What was on the A string goes to the D string. So those two have gone down a string. And what was on the E string comes up a string to the B string. And then we don't play the E bass. And then we just play the 5 bottom open together. C add9, right? It's a lovely sounding chord, isn't it? And just to sort of, well, we give you the tab on this, right? So it's X, it's 3, it's 2, it's 0, 3, 0. Again, that's X, 3, 2, 0, 3, 0. Got it? See my fingers? And this one. You can use these 3 fingers if it's more comfortable. The first 3 fingers instead of the last 3 fingers, remember? First 3 fingers, last 3 fingers. Depends. And they've got different uses, different utilities, depending on how you know, which 3 you're going to be using, what else you're going to be doing, you know. Do you want to be adding fuller kind of shapes and doing things, you know, with this finger? Or if you've got this one, do you want to do something like this? It's the same principle as the G. It kind of looks like a mini G, you know? So, and to me, that C add9 and then giving away to a C major. Can you see how you can get to it really easily if you use the last 3 fingers? Because you play the C add9 that you've just learned. And if you take that little finger off, and basically give away to the first finger and put that on the string that you've just come off on the first fret. So that's obviously on the B string, first fret. You're playing a C, aren't you? So it's a bit like a C, but we add the little finger there to the B string. I mean, you can still keep this on, because by putting the finger on the B string, it's playing that instead of that. It's playing that instead of that, right? Which sounds a little bit like the Carpenters, doesn't it? Close to You, you know, that do 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 do. It's that sort of interval feeling. An interval means the space between 2 notes. You've got that essentially at the heartbeat of what that is doing. Okay, the simple version of that, right? Okay, C add9. It's a great one to put into your toolbox, you know, and there's all kinds of great maneuvers you can do around it. Experiment and play, you know, it's your instrument to play with. Have fun with the C add9, everyone.